Evelyn to Philip, June 4th, 1941, 6:55 p.m. Dearest Phil, I'm in a very good mood this evening. Know why? Right. I got a letter from my beloved. I spent the past evening with Jackie, Harriet, and Eddie. We kibitzed, jitterbugged, sang. The neighbors told us it was anti-noise week. And Jakey treated me to one of those delicious malteds. At work today, I called Mr. DeCoven. To my bitter disappointment, he informed me that the homes in Walnut Hill Park will not be ready for occupancy until August or September. In fact, he's not even sure of those age 2 months. He told me to send him a letter authorizing him to install the plugs and bars in the bathroom. I'm going to write that letter as soon as I finish this one. Incidentally, he said that we cannot move into the house or even make settlement without you. I told him that this placed us at a disadvantage since you must know exactly when to obtain leave. He said he would let me know when he was definite about the settlement date. So it looks as though we are going to be at the apartment, page 3, longer than we had anticipated. By the way, did Jack Nierenberg send you a letter? If I remember clearly, you got paid today. All of which reminds me that the insurance man was here, and Mom told him to come next week to collect for 2 months. This means that if you are unable for any reason to get home this weekend, that you should send at least $5 in the mail, which I will return at a later date. Morty Greitzer is scheduled to begin Army life on June 10th, 1941, and he's praying, page 4, to be sent to Meade. It poured cats and dogs all day. It also was the darkest, bleakest, and gloomiest, some adjectives, day I've seen for quite some time. It was very sweet of you to pay me such a lovely compliment. I certainly do appreciate it. I couldn't help noting that proud look in your eyes, and it always makes me happy. I might add that it also takes a good-looking fellow like you to attract attention, which you usually do. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that you will be in this weekend. In the meantime, I'll content myself with the fact that I am yours, Ev. P.S. Mom sends her best and her regards. Philip to Evelyn, Wednesday, June 4th, 5:45 p.m. Darling, Jackie's letter and yours arrived simultaneously this evening, and I had a lot of fun reading them. Right this instant, I'm feeling pretty high. How come? Well, lend an ear, sweet, and I'll tell you all about it. Last night, I was handed the barracks orderly assignment for today. So, early this morning, right after mess, I took up my duties, which were as follows. First, I parked myself on a footlocker equipped with pad and pen. Then I proceeded to write 3 good-sized letters to your mother, Lil, and Etta. This little task took me till 11 o'clock and time for lunch. After lunch, I fixed the hot water boiler. Then I parked myself on the footlocker again, this time equipped with a magazine, which I put down only twice before 3:30 to check the fire. At 3:30, I was told to go get my pay. You can bet that worked no hardship on me. I had to stand in line and wait my turn. They pay off alphabetically, which took till 4 o'clock. From then on, it was gravy. I laid on my bunk and took a nap for about an hour. Then the letters arrived, and I spent some time reading and rereading them. If I come in this weekend, I'll bring Jack's letter with me. You'll enjoy it, I know. The rain, which has been falling intermittently for a week here, shows no signs of letting up. But the boys don't seem to mind it. After a month of sweltering in the sun and eating dust every time we marched a few steps, it certainly is a relief to have some cooling rain. I'm for it. I was going to the movies tonight to sort of celebrate payday, but it's raining too hard, so I'll probably finish off my strenuous day by taking it easy for a few hours and turn in early. Page 2. What you wrote about Jack and Lucky was certainly surprising, to say the least. I wouldn't attempt to account for it, but I'd like to believe that it was because Jack was wearing my shoes. I gather Limey was turned down by the draft board, but you neglected to tell me what his classification is, or doesn't he know yet? Glad to hear that Tony and Ann have decided to get the ball rolling. Maybe we'll be fortunate enough to get to the affair. Well, dear, I'm just about out of words, but just to show you my heart's in the right place, here are a few more. I love you, my sweet Phil.